This is it, folks! Christmas is very nearly here. I'm not a fan of Christmas, I'll be honest, so we probably won't see much on my channel, but what we do have to do is the penultimate. 12 vacuums in 12 months. Got to change the AEG, which has disgraced itself actually. Just talk about that and show you the last vacuum that I will be using in 2019 for a month. So let me tell you how this hasn't been very good. Yes, hello my vacuum cleaner chums, how are you today? Yes, well, you know, as much as it has had its problems, it's a beautiful machine, this AEG. It really is. It is very powerful indeed. Tremendous airflow, very nice to use, you know, you can kick most of it about with your feet. It is alright, and yeah, basically, let me just remove this to make it a bit easier to show you. It's beautiful. The suction that comes out of this hose is phenomenal, actually. These machines really were built with high airflow, and yeah, I have used it quite a lot, because I don't always, you know, have to say, but this has been used quite a lot. So I've had quite a few people round, so it's had to come out. The main problem is this floor head. If you recall, it is the one with this bolt running through the centre to hold the wheels on, which would be a fantastic idea. Fully worthwhile bodge. If it wasn't for the fact that by doing that, they've gone straight through this bit, which is the air path. So this floor head loses most of its suction before it hits where it should go, which is actually why you can see the brushes are quite filthy. That's because it does work better with the brushes down, because it just, you know, scuffs up the dirt to be sucked up by the airflow that came. It is a bit of a shame. I did nearly buy another. It's not this style, but there have been various Vario floor heads in the style of the original DCO2, you know, floor tool, the same floor tool actually that I have for the AEG Electrolux 4x4. That style's been on eBay, but before I did, problem number 2 came up, which I sort of was expecting, because sadly, as you know, this is the worst one of the 2 that I had. Missing a wheel, yes. Where did I put it? Here. Unfortunately, when we moved on, one was already broken and I did break another one, it snapped off 2 of the clips on the wheel. That blob of hot glue was my rubbish attempt to fix it. So the wheel, you know, goes in, and if you pull it straight, it's alright, but as soon as you go to turn a corner, it falls off. And I have to say, I have been just dragging it around. You can see it there, look, I've just dragged it around by its bum, because I'm a mean, horrible person. There isn't many ways you could do it. You would probably be better off from inside the machine putting a bar, drilling a hole, putting some sort of bar so it doesn't pull out, but even then I don't think it would be fantastic. So that is a bit of a shame. This machine is really only fit for spares or to use with that broken wheel. Tools wise, well, I have used a dusting brush actually. As much as it is completely fairly destroyed, you know, it is still soft enough to dust. Crevice Tools had a fair old workout. Yeah, the whole thing is just, it is lovely, really. If we look inside and take off the HEPA flow bag, which is quite nice and full, obviously these take a fair bit of hammer, so that is nothing for it, but inside it is still very clean, not really any dirt at all. to speak of. There's a little bit in there, although part of me isn't sure if that is what I missed when I refurbished it or not. Yeah, big shame about the wheel. I'm going to offer it up for sale on the Facebook groups that I'm a member of, because somebody might want it. It's got a nice re-bearing motor. Sure, some other stuff might be handy. I don't know, really. I'm not going to keep it. I have enough vacuums already. I've used it. It is far too big for my home, although I can see the next vacuum there, which sort of makes that a bit of a stupid thing to say, because, yeah, it's big, but we're going bigger. Yeah, so AEG Deluxe Electronic 608. Obviously, I'm not too upset that this is broken, because I made the money from these two with the first one. So yeah, anything else I get for this will be a bonus, really. And yeah, if you had a big house with perhaps not too much deep pile carpet and obviously a floor tool that wasn't disabled, you could use this all day long, especially with a HEPA flow bag. But we are not going to be using this all day long anymore. No, it is time for this to go away and for the next vacuum to come on board. The last vacuum cleaner for 12 vacuums in 12 months, both 2019 and I think 2020, although we shall discuss that at the end of December, is a machine that as soon as I got it, I knew that it had to be done. It's a machine that I've lusted over one of these always. It is beautiful. I am going to be using the Sensortronic Total System 40 for a month, hence my comment earlier about I probably shouldn't complain about the size of the AEG, because I'm not going to lie, this is going to be worse. Oh, bless it. It's fully refurbished. You would have seen the after video already, I think. Don't see why you shouldn't have done. I can't remember my own schedule. Yeah, so it hasn't changed from there, really. It's been used a couple of times, actually. Certainly upstairs when perhaps wasn't too bothered about getting the vacuum down. Inside, well, we have the toolkit. I can't say I'll be using that dusting brush very much. Crevice tool. Yeah, I still need to get some better tools for this. Inside, well, we have a HEPA bag fitted, which I think will be okay. In fact, no, yeah, there's a little bit of dust on the side already. There is something better I could have done to this, but I haven't done it, and it's a bit late now whilst filming this, the day I'm filming it, to do much about that. But so I think it'll be safe. We'll risk it. It's all got to come apart again still, because I still haven't fixed the noise it makes on the winds down, which was perhaps a little bit silly, but I don't think it's going to kill it. One thing though that I've actually been looking forward to most is obviously on here we have an air freshener slot, and I've never actually fitted a proper Hoover air freshener to a Hoover. So what I have here from my stash is an age appropriate, because there is a System 20 on the packet. Come on. There we go, look. Hoover Spring Bouquet air freshener. The reason I've chosen this out of all of mine, quite honestly, because the packaging is pretty knackered. Manufactured for Hoover PLC by Airbal. Registered trademark of Temena International Limited. And if we open it up, look, we can see a sealed up, you can almost smell it from out here, Spring Bouquet air freshener. I'm now looking at this thinking that there's no terry thing, and I haven't got, there we go, anything on this. So I've had this for years. Oh, it still smells. See, this to me is the smell of a turbo power, primarily because this was the one that was fitted from the factory, and all the ones I've had over the years, a couple of them have had older ones of these in that still smelled. And you walk up into the loft, and that sits here. in its little space. There we go. I don't think anybody's done that for a while. Fitted a genuine Hoover air freshener to a Hoover. I'm probably going to be really sad and keep the packaging from this to go with the old, collection of them. Oh, I feel really sad saying that, but it's happening. So, but obviously it won't have an air freshener in it. What else is there to really show you that, it hasn't already been shown? Cord Rewind is still, it's actually better than the AEGs, despite it taking a little while. Again, you see, I can't, it was the same reason I didn't touch the AEGs, because there's always a massive risk when messing around with cord reels. I fall and foul a lot of times, even if you don't mean to. It doesn't take much to knacker it completely. If you're twisting it and you hear a click, that's the spring just come out. That's nearly game over. That's fine on machines. You could go onto eBay and buy a new Cord Rewind for 20 quid. Don't see many Cord Rewinds for these, so that's why I've elected to just leave it the heck alone and say no more about it. So with this Sensotronic Total System 50, we of course have, if I come over here, the Turbo 300 head, which will be fantastic for the rug. In fact, we may as well clean it out because I need to clean it. I haven't really been at home much the last couple of days, so I haven't really bothered cleaning. But now we need to. So while you're set up, in a way that you can see that, in a way that you can see the rug. There we go. Let's give this a go. You're going to love this because, like I say, the AEG didn't really do very much. The disable. And of course, the beautiful thing is, I can turn the machine down so I can still talk to you, and it still does a cracking good job. It's really, there it is. It's really quite amazing. However, obviously with my house being mainly laminate flooring, the Turbo 300, although you can turn the brush roll off, isn't going to be great. So I have Old Faithful, which actually matches, even though it's from an earlier generation. It obviously fits fine. It actually raises the handle up significantly. So if I spin you over here, look, you can see the dirty side of the room that is nicely off camera, but everything's been shoved to make its way to film. Oh, but if we just bring you around here, all I can really hear is the airflow coming through. I imagine this will probably be on most. Oh, it smells now. Ever such a faint smell, and it'll still work absolutely fine. For the rug, in fact, that's probably sticking slightly better than the Turbo 300. So I'm hoping that the motor will hold out. Obviously, I still need to fix that. It's just, I think I need to swap the washers round on the fan. But, it works absolutely fine. You don't notice it when it's running, and I've got other projects to do. I fitted a brand new genuine... Where are you? Hello! There we go. Fitted a brand new genuine on-off switch that I happen to have lying around because the one that was in it was dying, which has led to the on-off button itself being cracked. Although I've basically skinned it in Q-Bond so it doesn't get any worse. And crikey, we're done. we are going to vacuum like it is 1990. I think this is 1987 even. There you go, old as me. I will use this a bit. I will fit it, although it is very tempting to just get the V11 out to do the rug and leave whatever else for whatever else. But I shall persevere. It is Christmas. It is December. And we're going to go out with a bit of a bang, with a very rare, very expensive when new, very expensive now. I got incredibly lucky getting hold of this. Hoover Centratronic Total System 50. I've got the furniture. I want to move the furniture. So whenever I do that, this is going to get quite a lot of use. So we shall see if I need to improve the HEPA flow bag fitting mechanism. Like I say, another collector has told me a much better way of doing it. I just haven't actually done anything with it yet. See if it survives. See if it lives. See if I get sick of the smell of the air freshener. And we shall reconvene on the end of December to see how it went on. Oh, I've got to do the recap video. It's always fun to edit there. And yeah, basically, this is nearly the end, folks. It's nearly over. Another month with the Hoover Centratronic System 50. We'll see how we do. So, there we go, really. I have fitted an actual Hoover air freshener to an actual Hoover for the first time in my life, which is marvellous, really. I'm quite pleased with that. Although obviously this will now forever stink of spring bouquet, so swings and roundabouts. But, you know, it's all for a good cause, which is my lovely viewers. So, there we go. 12 vacuums in 12 months, December 2019 is a go. Thank you very much for watching, and I and this Centratronic will see you soon. Bye bye.